the obvious place to start is from recent discussions, very recent discussions about doctoral programs. We're framed by a doctoral program here. We had an online discussion for 10 days, on that, and that's been followed up now by a conference in Vienna to discuss doctoral programs in translation studies and how they should be organized. We have the great honor to have the instigator and organizer and spirit behind those events.
My tongue is running out.
Who has 20 minutes to report on the previous activities on doctoral programs in translation studies. Without further ado, Professor Yves Gambier.
Thank you. The starting point was very simple. We realized that the community in translation studies is very small indeed. That could be a strength, because it means from the beginning we have been looking for internationalization. But it's also a weak point, because we never reach critical mass to organize PhD programs, or to maintain PhD programs, to obtain new PhD programs, or even to get new chairs in different universities. And what we can notice that translation studies today have a lot of journals which are not very well indexed internationally, we should say. And then you have a lot of conferences, a lot of undergraduate studies or undergraduate programs, but very few professorships and very few PhD programs. So there is some kind of gap here, and that's why we started to think about how to improve doctoral programs. And on the other hand, as you know, things have been changing in the last few years because of the Bologna phase. And the Bologna has been until to the master, but of course after the master there will be some change also for the doctoral studies. So instead of waiting for some changing, we wanted to anticipate. And we have organized, there have been different working groups already in the past. Already in 94, 97, there was this thematic network in languages set up by the European Commission. Wrote a report, that was it. And then within EST we have a working groups and a discussion list in 96, 97 with Christina and Miriam. I don't know where is Miriam. There, okay. But of course that was only pure discussion, no investigation, no data. And last year, after the EST Congress in Ljubljana in September 2007, we thought that we need to investigate in a more systematic way. And we set up a group, meaning consisting of René Mallet from Leuven, Umbaldo Stecconi from the Commission in Brussels, Nike Pokorn from Ljubljana, Christian Noord from Magdeburg, and myself from Turku, Finland. So different people with different ages, different experience, and I think that was the good start. And we decided to carry out a survey, to organize a virtual forum, which took place in November, and then to get some kind of a 2-day symposium in Vienna. And I will report about all these things, not in details, but I would like to say a few things about the survey. I will not give you all the details, but the questionnaire was divided in 6 or 7 parts about the structure of the doctoral program, about admission criteria, about the program, about supervision, about assessment, and the 6th part, what about the different other questions, like for instance postdoc or employment of the doctors, self-evaluation also of the programs, what do you think about your own program, and so on. We sent the questionnaire to more than 100 centers in different universities in different countries, exactly 94 if you want to know precisely, and we get 53 answers from 29 different countries. But the picture is not maybe as rosy as these figures might suggest. Again, I will not list all the country or university which have answered, but first of all, no information from Germany. Germany was a leading country in translation studies in the 70s, 80s, but died out. Very little from Spain. And absolutely, or only one answer, two answers from France. It's some paradoxal things because in those countries, the development of undergraduate studies have been very fast in the last few years, but there is hardly any PhD program. So it means most of the answers come from the so-called small countries. Albania, Croatia, Czech Republic, Estonia, Hungary, Ireland, Latvia, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Sweden, Turkey, Hong Kong, and so on, including Russia. I think this is not surprising because translation studies started from the so-called small countries. And I will not say anything about the virtual forum. I suppose most of you have been following, and I thank the students from Tarragona to have been very active in the discussion. And then we came to we have this two-day symposium in Vienna in December 5-6, or last week. We were a small group of 30 participants, but all the participants have responsibilities in designing PhD programs. They were head of institute or deans. And surprisingly, we have more beneficiaries than donors. We have no representative from France, one from Germany, but most of the people attending the conference were looking for solutions. They were from 5 from Russia, from Latvia, from Hong Kong, from Canada, from Kent State University, and so on. So more than half of the participants have no PhD program in translation study, but they would like to start something. So that was a challenge because we did not expect that it would be like that. Okay. It was a very nice two-day conference, I must say. Very friendly and a very good atmosphere of trust. People were very honest about what they had done, what they were trying to do, what they were expecting, and did not try to hide or whatever. About this data, the data on structure, data on admission, data on supervision, they were very easy to present. But data on programs and data on assessment, they were very hard to synthesize. We have, altogether, we selected only 12 individual presentations, and between we present the result of the survey, and we have a lot of slots for discussion. So we avoided to have only a list of individual presentations because we thought it was not relevant. And we select people, two kinds of people who have been doing something in PhD, so they could share their experience and ideas, and people who would like to start, but they don't know how to do, or they have to be within the Department of Linguistics or Literature and say what kind of hurdles or obstacles they meet every day. In the programs altogether, I think we could find out two different traditions, two lines, should I say. One, the PhD program is very strongly institutionalized, into brackets of course. And it means the program is very well structured. Doesn't mean it works well, but it's on the piece of paper, it's well organized. And then you have universities which are more, let's say, focusing on individuals with the support of course, of the university, but I would say the program is more à la carte. So in that case, the relationship between the supervisor and the supervisee is very important. And everything is based on the supervisor, more or less, but quite free. And there are different, I will say, for instance, in that case, our university in Finland, Forley, Elliot Watt in Edinburgh, Ghent, and so on. But for what I call institutional or very structured program, we have Grasse, Vienne, Paris 3, Bologna, Lisbon, Nitra, Warwick, and so on. Okay. And then you have very few programs, like Tarragona, I would say, which are very open outside, looking for a network or looking for conferences to organize something. But within the university, there is not something very structured. And so it's, you have Denmark in the same case, Tarragona, and some university in Great Britain. And in that case, coursework are not part of the PhD program. And I think this is one of the questions we deal with for a long time.